corner, we have Mark Teachout. At 147 pounds in the blue corner from Washington, D.C., Region 2, we have Dale. The referee is Gary Mazurkowitz.
So there's the three persons that will be representing the center of the ring for the 147-pound championship. And Sam Smith, along with Van Stokes, will call your action here. And Dale King, we mentioned a Mark Breland lookalike. He will have some similar styles, but maybe that's where it ends in the lookalike with the champion Mark Breland.
He looked like Mark Breland when he climbed into the ring, but now is the real test.
So round one, again, they'll fight 2 solid minutes, and that's exactly what we expect here. You can see that Dale King, 6'2", only 14 years of age, great reach, has good combination, throws them well, and says, I feel I can be the greatest boxer in the history of the game. Quite a challenge for Dale King out of Washington.
I don't know if that's confidence or if that's arrogance or ignorance. I'm not for sure which that is, but I admire the fact that he believes he can be the best in this game. He's coming out using his strength, and that's his long reach and a good, long, extended left jab. He tries to find the range on Teachout early. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Doesn't take a great scientist to figure out that Teachout has to brawl to get his points. He's the 87 and 88 Silver Gloves champion, and also in the police championships. He was a runner-up there in 1987. So good competition, and it's even better here tonight in the JO competition.
In spite of the fact that Teachout gives away a lot of reach, I like the way he boxes. I like the way he moves in. He neutralizes that reach advantage that King has. I think he's going to work the body of King, and I think he's going to make a big difference inside if he's smart.
You know, actually, Teachout had to fight an uphill battle in the semifinals. He fought Paul Ham out of Portland, Oregon, and Ham himself was right at 6 feet. Teachout at 5'9", so he had a taller opponent in the semis and won there 5-0. There is the caution. 3 cautions for the same offense, of course, and it brings on the warning and a deduction of 1 point.
Teachout very much the aggressor here as we wind down the initial round, looking for the midsection of Dale King. He seems to be scoring in there very, very well.
Closing seconds of round one, they fight 3, 2 minutes in duration, a 1-minute rest period in between. And you'll see by round 3, they will really have punched themselves right into almost exhaustion before the afternoon is over, as this 147-pound championship and the Junior Olympic Championship will have hold in round 2 in just a moment. Taller opponent Dale King is fighting as Mark Teachout is going to come right in on his chest. He throws a good birdie inside, and the coach for Dale King wants him to get a little more movement going. Try to keep that long jab and keep Teachout away as we move to round 2. The 147-pound championship. Been solid first round for King, but I thought Teachout carried himself very well in round 1.
Teachout carried himself very well. I think he fought the smarter first round of the 2. Dale King, I think, has the physical resources if he can stick and move and use that advantage, which is, of course, is his reach. But Mark Teachout will not let him do that.
A caution for a blow, slipping low there by Teachout. Just a caution, no point deductions on the cautions. Good right hand thrown by Teachout right over the lead left by King that time, and now he's being warned for holding the opponent down. Or caution, excuse me.
Now, King has landed several good blows to Teachout's face. In fact, we've seen a slight trickle of blood that's come from Teachout's nose. But he does not look seriously injured.
Second caution again for the holding on Teachout to King by the referee. That is one thing in this type fight with Teachout fighting very aggressively that neither fighter can afford, and that is a point deduction. One more holding caution for King would be a point deduction by the referee.
It's a little bit closer than one might imagine. I think King is, for the past 30 to 45 seconds, now he's starting to slow down perhaps a hair, but he's been moving around on his feet. He has not let Mark Teachout get inside. So the last 30 to 45 seconds has been very, very favorable for Dale King.
There you see that enormous reach advantage that he enjoys. Nailed Teachout with a right to the nose as he came walking in, gets him with another one. Not able to keep him solely away because Teachout's a fairly strong youngster at 147.
I think King is showing a little bit of his inexperience, but he's going to overcome that in time.
Round 2, another good one. Round 3, just around the corner. They're out. The youngsters are on their own for 2 more minutes, the third and final round for this championship. A little extra bonus at the end of the rainbow for the two. A trip to the Ireland to battle the Irish national team. That's what our JO team gets to do. The champions moving on. And what a great advancement, I think, for these champions here made by Junior Olympics.
Tremendous advancement. It gives them an incentive, something to shoot for. It doesn't end here. This is a stepping stone. I think we're going to see some all-out competition, by the way, right here in round 3. I think Mark Teachout thinks he smells a victory, and of course I think Dale King feels that he can earn a victory in this particular round right here. It's going to be interesting.
Man, this gets to of course, the objectiveness of the judges now. The number of punches, very aggressive. Is that what the judges are looking for right now?
Well, right now they're looking for the number of punches that are effectively landing in the scoring area, which is from the midsection up to the top of the head on the front part of the torso. Now you see the white portion of these 12-ounce or these 10-ounce gloves that these particular boxers are using right here. It's got to land and score in that effective area in order to be counted. And generally that's 3 scoring blows for a point.
Has King totally got away from what he needs to do in round 3, Van?
I don't believe he's moving quite as well as he needs to move. He has not gotten totally away from it, but he's drifted from it somewhat, Sam.
So the look-alike of Mark Freeland, which it ends right there, having a real problem today with Mark Teachout from Flint, Michigan. 15-year-old 5'9" youngster under the tutorship of Jesse Asenko. And he's fought very well. Now there is a point deduction. This is the 3rd caution for the holding, and now a warning and a point deduction. And also the getting the head up here by King. So a point deduction by King, and that could hurt, man.
I think so. King is just not fully developed into a solid puncher yet. Sometimes he gets a little sloppy, hits with the open face gloves. He's standing, he's in there now, crouched in the down position. He doesn't need to do that. He needs to stick and move and circle. He can't trade punches with Mark Teachout like that and come out on the strong end. I don't care how tall he is. Teachout has the strength advantage.
He won 4-1 last night over Arthur Hernandez from El Paso, and one of my notes was he does not move as well as he should with that reach and that height advantage. And here, it has been well proven out in the finals. Teachout has been the prodder, the man that has been brawling in, scoring a lot of punches as you see him doing now. There's the bell, and the match is over. Either Mark Teachout.
The referee for this bout is